Hi friends, Halloween. I just wanted to share something. This has been bouncing around my house for a couple of weeks, so I wanted to do a post about it, a video about it, so I could put it in the recycle bin. So, I talk about on a lot of my videos finding treasure, checking for silver at thrift town stores, and I found tons of silver at thrift town stores. Sometimes it's in the jewelry, sometimes it's in the metal aisle where they have like sculptures and trays. Sometimes I found silver trays, candy dishes, salt and pepper shakers, knives, forks, spoons, and a lot of times they're just thrown in with the other silverware. So I just wanted to share, check when you go, don't just check the jewelry, check all those places, because sometimes they're in the salt and pepper section with the dishes, sometimes they are with the dishes, sometimes it's a glass dish with a silver thing around it, and for $1 you can take the silver off and still use the bowl, or sell the bowl at a yard sale for $1, and then you've just got silver. So but in particular, sometimes people will paint their silver or gold items. In the war times, they would paint them to protect them from people. Like if you painted your silver, then nobody would know it was silver. I heard a story one time about somebody who bought an antique bed. It was painted white, kind of thick lead paint on it. When they stripped it, it was solid gold bed. So I always, if I find something like this that's painted, this has a gold paint on it, and it looks pretty much like that in the store. But the style looked more like kind of a silver thing. And so I took a fingernail or a sharper item. You can go, if you don't have something, you can always go get a kind of a plastic fork or spatula or something that you can use it that won't scratch it at the secondhand store. And I scratched it off, and you can see there was silver underneath. So, and also sometimes if it's an item like the edge being rubbed off wouldn't matter, you can take a kind of a butter knife or something like that and just scrape a little bit to see if it's plated. If you can't get to the wording underneath, you can kind of take a knife. Now, silver is usually pretty soft, and you can see I can squish this. So lead will do that, and silver will do that. Copper will not usually do that. Other metals won't usually be that soft. So that usually is an indicator of lead or silver. Pewter usually is pretty solid. So you can try the magnet, but a lot of the brass, copper, silver, gold will not be magnetic. So I always carry a magnet with me and test it. But when they paint over whatever item it is, usually it will cover up the writing, which this did. And so you have to kind of look. Usually it's written on the center of the bottom. Sometimes it's on a leg, or sometimes it's on a lip. Sometimes it's on this little edge here. It's stamped on the little ridge. So you have to check all the places. And so I just scraped in the middle, and I could see some writing. I could see co. So I thought, for $1, it was worth trying, and then I can throw it in the recycle bin anyway. Unless you like it. I mean, it's kind of cute. You know, worst comes to worst, you could always clean it up and then engrave the back and give it as a trophy to somebody for something. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do with it. But so, and then the other thing is by shape alone, it's hard to tell sometimes, because silver makers would still patterns. They would change it just enough and then make a pattern of their own. So, for example, my mother's silver place setting, service silverware, literally it was silverware, sterling, is a pattern. And then when she reordered, she just kind of looked in the catalog and thought that was the same pattern and ordered it. And when she got them, she has 2 different patterns. So when she was ordering more to make a complete set, she actually ordered a different pattern, but they're very, very similar. And so it's really hard to know just by looking something up online, unless it's the same silver maker and the same numbering and the same cataloging system, you can't always know. So you can look online and see something that looks like that, but unless it's the same maker and it has the same engraving and it has, you know, the same number on the bottom, one can be pewter, one can be silver plate, one can be electric, you know, they're different kind of plates depending on the company. So you really kind of have to do your research, and because, like I said, the companies would steal each other's patterns. Now, when I lived in Massachusetts, there was an area that was very well known for their silver working. Taunton area was made, had a lot of silver companies. And so you would go to the silver outlets, and by that time, I mean, most things were electric plated. Most of them weren't silver. You could get like a sterling silver spoon or a candlestick or something, but most of the time it was plated. You know, so it used to be sterling, and then it was sterling weighted, and then it became, once they learned how to electroplate, it started to get, and then the electroplating got thinner and thinner and thinner as they got better at being able to spray it on. So, or electrically make it charge to it. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, that if you see something that's painted, just check it out, scrape off the bottom, see if you can see if it's sterling or silver, take your magnet to it, and if it's cheap enough, it's worth taking a chance. And so just wanted to share all that with you, because I've had it bounced around. I keep thinking, oh, I need to blog about, or yeah, blog and vlog. So check out my blog, thesecretisgratitude.com, and I'll do a post on it and take some pictures and show you. And then you can subscribe, or you can check out my playlist for treasures, finding treasures, jewelry, sorting, how to identify different jewelry types or gold types, that kind of thing. So check it out. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a very blessed day.